Norristown captains are, of course, number 1, Brad Baker, number 64, Seth Aronoff, and number 22, James Jacobs. We're here while they're tossing the coin to determine who receives the ball, or to determine which goal each team is going to defend. Looking over the crowd, it's surprisingly light. It's still early. We hope more people will be coming out. But I must say at this time, Bob, the crowd's a little disappointing.
Considering the evening tonight and Friday night, and it's beautiful weather, probably in the late 50s, early 60s, and the nature of the rivalry, neither side, quite frankly, Joe, right? Neither side looks like there's too many people. Looking across the field, more in the center, but not many people for Upper Merion side either.
All right, Norristown won the toss and elected to receive. Upper Merion will be defending the goal to our right.
Norristown's receiving, Joe?
Yes. Again, it's a perfect night for high school football. This is Friday night's America. Cool, crisp, perfect playing conditions, as Bob mentioned in the pregame. Very little wind. Just a splendid night for a very what promises to be a very exciting football game. Deep for the Eagles, of course, will be James Jacobs, number 22, and number 5, Blaine Pierce, along with number 1, Brad Baker.
You would think, Joe, that there would be more people here with, as you said, the passing attack leg on the Upper Merion side and the running game for us. Right. Two of the premier athletes in their respective positions playing in this game. Mm-hmm. I noticed too, Joe, that a lot of the PW players are here.
Yes,
so along with the game next week.
Right, along with their head coach. Number 7 kicking off for the Vikings is Brian Cuddick. Picked up by Brad Baker. Baker breaks outside and struggles up to about the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Eagles from that position. Quarterback is, of course, Ryan Blake, having a nice, solid season. As we mentioned in the pregame, Upper Merion will play a 4-4 defense. Formation, single back, Richardson in the backfield. Pitch to Richardson, sweeps left, off tackle, picks up about 3 yards.
One of the things that Coach said prior to the game was he did not want to see Norristown get in a rut and become too predictable. That they have to, and it'll be interesting to see if they're able to do that tonight, that they're able to mix it and get the passing game into effect.
Interesting formation there, in that the single back in the backfield was their fullback and not James Jacobs. Again, Jacobs flanks to the right. Single back is Richardson. Blake over the ball. Jacobs in motion. Hand to Jacobs. Squirts ahead for about 7 yards up to the Norristown 45-yard line. Third down, approximately 3 yards to go. Norristown out of the huddle. Blake over the ball. Jacobs in motion. There's a handoff to Jacobs, squirts through, picks up a nice gain of about 10 yards down to the Upper Merion 46-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Eagles. Very nice run, very nice blocking on the right side of the Eagles line.
One of the intangibles for this game that Coach Griffin pointed out earlier was that he felt it would be important. A team that scored first would have the advantage in this, and a team that could get up perhaps 2 touchdowns would be in a driver's seat. And that's an important first down for them. Sustain a possession, and they have good field position.
Yes, they do. Again, Richardson, the sole back in the backfield. Jacobs again in motion. Handoff to Jacobs. 45 down to the Upper Merion 34-yard line. A nice run by James Jacobs. Again, excellent blocking on the Norristown offensive line.
Another first down.
Another first down.
So far, we haven't seen many mix or match on this, Joe. Everything's been a running play. Maybe setting them up.
Number 81, Kevin Lukowitz calling the defensive signals for the Vikings. We look for him and Terry Conway to be the defensive leaders for the Vikings this evening. Blake didn't like what he saw defensively and called a timeout. It's good. I think that's a smart timeout. They're driving, and Blake and the coach want to be on the same page.
I'm not so sure. There seems to be a concern here as to whether the timeout was actually called. Coach Grove is on the field, and he's questioning the timeout. I think he's indicating he did not call the timeout.
The ref didn't stop the clock when they were fixing the uniform.
Okay, we seem to have a clarification here. He said something to the effect that the official did not stop the clock when the uniform was being fixed. We're showing 9:23 on the clock, but we do have blind spots right now. I can't really figure out what's going on.
We'll try to get a clarification or an explanation sometime before halftime on this.
No timeout, I guess. It doesn't seem to be a timeout. Both teams are back on the field.
Yes. So Norristown apparently will not be charged with a timeout. The referees are conferring about something. I assume it's about the timeout.
Saying start the clock. Start the clock.
All right, it's 1st and 10 at the Upper Merion 34, Norristown driving. Jacobs in motion. Handoff to Jacobs. Stopped after about a gain of 2 yards by the interior of the Upper Merion defensive line led by Kevin Lukowitz. It's interesting, Bob, that after every offensive play, Blake comes to the sidelines, back and forth, rather than having the coach send in a messenger back to call the plays.
I guess that's Mr. Blake's probably pretty good at picking up things, and it saves that runner back and forth.
Yep.
Obviously, Coach Grove has a lot of confidence in him.
There's a pass in the flat to number 1. Brad Baker is brought down after a very, very short gain.
One thing for sure, if they're going to do that the entire game, he better be in very good shape if he's going to be back and forth every huddle.
That's right. That's right. Making the tackle on that play was Mike Farah, the Vikings #1 receiver, he also plays defensive halfback. And from what I understand, he is a very, very good one. He will be on the Eagles' top receiver all night in man coverage. Here's Blake over the ball. I formation. Another pass to number 2 over the middle. Nice pass. Down to 10, 5, knocked down at about the 2-yard line. That's number 2, Jake Williams. He went over the middle, which takes a lot of courage for any receiver.
I thought Upper Merion was looking blitz on that. Everybody was up on the line, and whether it was an audible or that was design play, they picked up on it very well. It was a nicely thrown ball.
That was.
Right to the pocket, and nice reception, but very good running after the catch.
Nice tight spiral, nice pattern, wonderful gain for the Eagles, who have it now 1st and goal from the Vikings 4-yard line. Blake over the ball again in an I formation. Hand off to Richardson, into the end zone, touchdown. I'm sorry, that was James Jacobs. I mistook a 32 for a. No, it was Richardson.
Yes.
It was Richardson, the fullback. Is that a 22?
30.
I think that's it. No, it's a 22 score. It is a 22. I'm sorry, fans. It's number 22. James Jacobs scored that touchdown for the Eagles. Here's Jordan Fazzari for the extra point. Blake to hold.
This is an important part tonight because I understand this has been an area where they haven't been as consistent as they need to be.
Here's Fazzari.
Here it is.
Good snap, right through the uprights, a lot of leg. Jason Fazzari puts the Eagles up 7-0 with 7 minutes and 28 seconds left to play. That was an impressive drive, Bob.
Very impressive. Most of it was running plays, but both passes were completed. Nice confidence builder. The short lateral pass in the beginning, and then the second one was a beautiful thrown ball. Time of possession was about 5 minutes. Good start. And Norristown jumps on the board first, which is what they hope. That's part of their game plan, score first. Equally important, I would think, is this possession for Upper Merion.
Yes, Norristown needs a stop here. Deep for the Vikings is number 22, Mike Farah, and number 28, Russell DeStefano. Fazzari to kick. Vikings are very shallow. Their deep backs are at about the 15-yard line. End over end kick, nice kick. We'll take it about the 15-yard line by Farah. Sweeps to the right, looks to go outside, cuts back, and is knocked down at about the Upper Merion 30-yard line, a 15-yard return, and here come the Vikings.
Yeah, I thought it would be a little bit more yardage on that, Joe, but it was good pursuit on Norristown's part.
Yep.
He was one tackle perhaps away from breaking the corner, and he was picked up from behind. Good pursuit.
Absolutely. All right, here come the Upper Merion Vikings. Danny Kelly. They will run out of the Delaware wing T, which is a very intricate, very tricky offense. Kelly has been a very, very pleasant surprise for the Vikings. Here's Kelly over the ball. Into the middle of the line.
Upper Merion's quarterback is going over to the sideline too, Joe.
Number 24 is Brett Patterson on the gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7 yards to go. Kelly does the same thing that the Norristown quarterback does, back and forth from sideline to the huddle. Second down, 7 yards to go. Rolling out to the right, Kelly. There's a reception at the Viking 45-yard line. That's number 30, Dan Stauffer. Nicely thrown ball.
Very nice, and I thought he did a nice leg nice job faking, holding the ball, good handoff fake, and nicely thrown ball.
Yep.
That's both teams 3 for 3 tonight total.
That's right.
Good start.
Well, as you pointed out in the pregame, it's a perfect night for
ideal
passing.
night to play. You can hit. You know you're not going to worry about the ground smacking you around another time. Can't beat it.
There's a sweep to the left. Number 28 gains about 5 yards. That's Russell DiStefano. Russell DiStefano is a junior. He's 5'11", 170 pounds. In speaking with Coach Toto this afternoon, he will rely on 4 running backs essentially, and of course his primary, the Vikings' primary receiver through the air is Mike Farrer. It's Kelly over the ball, rolling to the right, quick pass to Farrer. He reverses his field and scoots down to about the Norristown 42-yard line.
It was a good turn on his part, I thought, Joe. He could have gone sideline. I thought he would have been tackled prior to the first down, but he waited and turned back to the middle,
Yep.
and he got a first down out of it.
Yes, he
Just
did.
Smart move.
Very tricky receiver, very tricky runner, dangerous player. He's flanked out wide to the left.
Norristown is playing man-to-man, as
Yep.
Coach indicated. There's a confidence that they can handle it.
There's number 4 for the Vikings. That would be Matt Gallagher. Picked up a good 5 or 6 yards on that play. In on the tackle is number 32, Jason Thompson, who also calls the defensive signals for the Eagles. There's an official timeout on the field. For what reason, I don't know. All right, time's back in. Classic wing T formation. There's a handoff. Nice tackle. Nice tackle by Jason
Great job
Richardson.
on the defensive part.
Jason Thompson and Blaine Pierce stopped that sweep to the left side. Nice play by the Eagles. It'll be 3rd down and 4 yards to go. Big play for the Vikings. There's a draw play to Brett Gallagher.
Nice play. Nice
play.
They had 4 wideouts, Joe, 1 back in the backfield, and just when you thought they were going to make the pass, good handoff, nice clean, good running.
Yep, excellent blocking by the Vikings offensive line. Nice gain by Brett Gallagher.
It seems like both teams are mirroring each other. What Norristown did on the first series of possessions, Upper Merion's doing. 3rd and 4, big play.
Yep.
Upper Merion comes back. Earlier was Norristown needed a big play and came back.
There's a handoff around the left side to number 24. That would be Brett Patterson, stopped after a short gain by number 56 for the Eagles. That would be Sean Van Olinda. Second down and 3 yards to go from the Eagle 12-yard line. Single back is Brett Gallagher. Handoff to Gallagher, stopped after a gain of about 1 yard. Good tackle by number 5, Blaine Pierce, who is a linebacker. Blaine's a big boy, 6'2", 205 pounds. 3rd down and 3. Important for the Eagles to step it up here defensively. Big play for the Vikings as well. They want to keep this momentum
going.
going.
Running play on this too, right? Everybody's close to the line, 2 backs in the backfield.
There's a fake, rolling right, being chased. Kelly gets the ball away. And
it's caught.
A beautiful catch.
A great catch, kept his feet in bounds.
That was number 45. That would be number 49, which would be Matt Desimone. Nice catch. Kept his feet in bounds. Very difficult play. It'll be 1st down at the 1st and goal at the Eagles' 1-yard line. Kelly looks over the defense. Handoff to the fullback, Brett Gallagher, touchdown.
Here we go, Joe.
Number 41, that was Joe Tassoni. I'm sorry, Joe Tassoni, number 41 for the Vikings, punches it in from 1 yard out. And it's Norristown 7, Upper Merion 6. Number 7, Brian Cuddick will attempt the extra point. Nice snap, ball's placed, a lot of leg, it's good. The score with 1 minute, 56 seconds left to go, Upper Merion 7, Norristown 7. 2 consecutive impressive drives.
I would think both teams are happy on the offensive end of the ball. They've run the ball, they've passed the ball. I believe there have been no incomplete passes so far in the game.
Right.
Both teams have been on the mark with their passing. The running's been sharp, the blocking's been sharp, but on the defensive side, neither coach can be happy.
Right.
Because both teams have marched down the field and consumed almost 11 minutes of the clock in the first quarter.
Right. Neither defensive coordinator is very happy at this moment.
I would think at this point, can't be happy.
All right, number 1, number 5, and number 22 is deep for Norristown. Brad Baker, Blaine Pierce, and of course James Jacobs. Cuddick will kick off from the Viking 40-yard line. Here come the Vikings. Nice kick. Number 5, Blaine Pierce. Nice return.
Nice run.
Gang
tackle in there. Took a lot of players to bring him down. Nice run.
Run out to the 37-yard line. Norristown will take over. 1st and 10.
That's similar, Joe, to it is. It's similar to where Norristown started on their first possession.
That's right.
I think you said it was first. It started at the 36. It looks like it's a 38 or 39.
Mm-hmm.
So a similar possession to start.
Norristown has been fortunate to start out with excellent field position on both their possessions. All right, here's Blake, I formation. Number 2, Jake Williams in motion. There's a pitch to Jacob, sweeping left, 5 yards. Nice sweep.
He is very quick. He read the blocks very well. He's very quick. He stayed low.
Pick up about 7 yards, 2nd down and 3. Nice gain.
Yeah, it seemed like it took a long time for that play, but he was moving laterally. He moved very well.
All right, same formation, I formation. Jason Thompson, the up back. Jacobs, the tailback. Blake over the ball. Number 2, Jake Williams in motion. Handoff to Jacobs. Stopped after a gain of about, if anything, a yard. If anything, a yard. Great defensive charge by the Vikings here. Number 1, number 60 for the Vikings led the defensive charge. That would be Jerry Conway, a young man about whom we spoke in the pregame. Jerry Conway and young Lukowitz are the defensive leaders for the Vikings. Half a minute left to play in the first quarter. It will be 3rd down and 4, so Jacobs lost a yard. Number 1, Brad Baker, flank wide to the right, I formation. Jake Williams in motion. There's a pitch to Jacobs, cuts back, knocked down short of the first down.
Good tackle.
Number 41, great tackle.
Good tackle.
That was Joe Tassoni, a two-way performer for the Vikings. Excellent tackle on a very elusive runner. All right, it's 4th and 4. Fourth down and about 2 yards to go. And that's the end of the first quarter in a rapidly moving fourth quarter. Penalty free, I might add, with the Upper Merion Vikings 7 and the Norristown Eagles 7. A nice quarter to watch, Bob.
I think, right. I was just thinking that both coaches have to be very happy with that aspect of it. No penalties on either team. It's been very clean. It appears a lot of sportsmanship. A couple times players have been down. The opposing team has helped the player get up. A lot of positives tonight. I'm looking to see if Norristown will attempt